his fast until you fill
Yeah.
up.
Yeah, I'm scared to drive his. I don't even want to drive his.
All right, hold up. Let's get started. Welcome to the QB Unplugged with Deshaun Watson and me, myself, Quincy Avery, brought to you by Lockerverse. Tap in for exclusive content and join the Dog Pound community. Each and every week, we bring you unique perspective from the quarterback position with one of the best quarterbacks in the absolute world, Deshaun Watson.
What's happening?
And we'll also be joined by high school, college guests, shit like that.
Let's do it.
Man, before we get into the tape, how you feel about this past week's game?
It was good energy. I feel like not just for myself, but for the team, for the city of Cleveland, that's what we needed. You know what I'm saying? So
City of Cleveland needed a win week one. I don't think they've had a week one win in a while.
in 2004, I think 2004 was the last time.
That's when I graduated high school. I'm an old bitch. So you guys get in the locker room. You're done with the game. Do y'all notice all the shit that they've been talking before the game, going into?
Yeah, I mean, you see all of it. You can't nowadays with social media, the phones, like you cannot see it. So I think the biggest thing you gotta lock in and just you take it how it comes, and you gotta go out there and just improve the room.
Yeah, I think it's cool that you don't really. I've never seen you respond to anybody talking shit. I was glad Miles said something though.
No, for sure. Yeah, all the defensive guys for sure. Yeah,
Miles was like, man, I ain't going for that shit, man.
Nah, not at all.
Then he didn't go for it. He
Yeah.
was out there making noise. He played a hell of a game. I've seen him play a lot of football since Texas A&M. That was one of the most impactful games I've seen him have in the NFL. Just because he was so disruptive. You've seen the sack, but it was also he was causing problems for everything. Run game, bringing pressure. It was cool. You now are on a team with a defense that's strapping shit. You on the sideline now. Does that give you a little bit more comfort?
Oh yeah, you gotta have that comfort. Just because I know them boys gonna swag. It's starting with the DC. Jim Schwartz is gonna bring the energy. He gonna test you before you walk on the field. Hey, Fo, you ready? You locked in? We gonna all right, handle your shit then.
The vibe's a little different.
The vibe is different. The energy is good. And then you got the guys on the team that embrace that. And they all swag out. They all want to make plays, and they play for each other. That's the biggest thing.
I think they've been waiting for that. Somebody who let them go out there
And be
but
free.
even is not just a swagger. You can see the swagger. That's evident. But they all get to be themselves on the field. DBs manning up,
Yep.
strapping shit.
Strapping, doing the celebrations,
yeah.
playing the guitar, yeah.
It's cool to see both you having fun, because I don't think that you had as much fun last year as I've seen you have throughout your career playing football. But then I think you bring that to the whole team. You have fun. You see Chief getting out there, cranking it up. When you had to teach him how to do the fucking guitar, who was that you was teaching how to guitar on the sideline?
That was actually Denzel.
Yeah.
Yeah, well,
fuck it up.
no. He actually had his way. So Denzel, he slamming out, and then he do a little long one. Me, I'm just, I'm rocking out. I'm vibing.
Hey, yo.
with mine, so watch out, pause. Pause. You know what I was talking about, the guitar. But, it was good vibes, though.
Before we get too deep in the weeds, let's take it in the film. We talk so much about end of half situations, end of game situations. You were telling me that last week, when you watch NFL quarterbacks, that's what determines winners and losers. I think you had the rain, the weather, all that shit was, causing some incompletions, whatever, early in the game. But 2-minute situation and a half, I think you stepped up and played big. We're gonna look at the tape and kind of talk about what's going on. So this is the first play of the 2-minute drive going in the end of half. What are you thinking to start off? We're getting ready to open the drive. What are we thinking?
I feel like in 2 minutes, our philosophy is you got to get the drive started. And this was a play. I think this is Elijah in the backfield. So we just gave it to Elijah to see if we can get a little something positive to start the drive off. He did a hell of a job of making that dude miss right there. And once you can actually go back, I'm watching it on the Jumbotron.
That's what you're looking at.
So when I'm carrying out my fake, I'm watching it on the Jumbotron. And then once I seen this move right here, I'm like, oh yeah, he got it. Come here.
The hand signal?
Yeah, I'm like, come
run
on.
that.
Yeah, come on. Come this way. And so he's seen 23, and in the lead or anywhere, but you can't block going away from your end zone. But you can shadow him just like that. So what I did was just basically get in his way and kind of bumped him a little bit. And then I checked with the refs to make sure it was good. And then 8 did the rest.
At what point were you thinking, like, am I about to get my ass ran over here? Because
I never knew that. Yeah, because I knew before I came, I seen it. So I already braced myself. Right here, I seen him flash. So I already put myself in the way. So I already, was balanced. I was good.
And when a coach calls a run play to start a 2-minute drive, sometimes you might feel like, damn, we're not even trying to score. Like, did you know he was still going to try and apply pressure with the drive, or what were you kind of feeling going
Nah, most definitely. I didn't, and with Kevin though, and some coordinators I've been around, like even though they call a run play in a 2-minute, it doesn't mean that they're not trying to get anything because the defense might be thinking we're passing it. You never know. You might run a regular zone read, and that might bust for 15, 20 yards. You know what I'm saying? So you never know with the run games. It just keep the guys on the other side, honest.
And I think Kev called probably the best game that I've seen him call with you.
He was loose. He was free.
He was out there, you know what I'm saying? I think getting the vibe with you. He getting comfortable. He knows what you like. You starting to see it, and guys were getting open.
Yep.
Second play, you got the big. You see some protection wise?
Yeah. So they trying to disguise. You got the 2-eye shell. Usually, when teams bring the nickel, they bring it under the with the underfront. Right now, I think they're in a. I think they line up and under, then they spaced out to, we call it, 2 eyes, even front. It depends on what system you're in. But I felt the nickel coming. So, when they're in nickel defense with Cincinnati, they bring pressure.
Shit ton of pressure.
Yeah. So, especially in 2 minutes. So, what I did, I just slid the protection towards that way to get it picked up. 55 didn't get all the way out to the slot, so I put it on him, but it was a drop. D-Bell, he said he was going to, capitalize on it next time. But
did you put this ball where you wanted to put the ball?
Yeah, I wanted him to stop. If I was leading him up, the safety's coming down. So if I would have put it in front of him, it could have been a bang, bang, ball pop out. So I just wanted him, with the conditions too, put it on his body so he can make a catchable ball.
Especially you got cover 2 right there. I thought that when I saw the play, I thought it was a well-thrown ball where you wanted to throw the football. Announcer said something funny. I know that sometimes they just be filling ear, but it's good to hear, like, no, that's where I wanted to throw it. The drop is a drop. Not a big deal. I don't think D-Bell does that much.
Nah, he doesn't.
Looking at your form right here, this is kind of like what I like to see. Getting the foot in the ground, driving it. I was super happy with it.
Nah, yeah.
Incompletion, you bouncing back, though.
For sure. You know what I'm saying? This right here, though, this is all on me right here. So once I see everyone, so we hit him with a quick play, quick snap count.
You want to get this ball to Elijah right now, huh?
I should give it to him right now. I don't even wait on it. First off, my drop and my technique. So when I watched this, one of my notes was, even though we have quick count, don't let my technique get loose because we're in a 2-minute and, it's quick count and all that stuff. So whenever I'm going through my drops, all right, cool. They're sinking, get the ball to 8, get it in his hands so he's on the sideline, he can get 10 and get out of bounds. Me, I'm trying to think of the big play. I got a little bit greedy because the Florida game, we're trying to get points, 45 seconds. I'm thinking Coop is going to come open, but the corner did a good job of kind of looking at me.
Job there, yeah.
Exactly. So.
Boom. Oh, let me get my little razzle dazzle to get here. Yeah. So boom, you bounce back. We get 3rd and 10 after that. That's a little tough. I know you wanted to check down. What was that?
You make it.
Yeah, we're good. We're gonna. I bet.
Now, so, I should have hit the check down on that one, but we good. We bounce back. It's 3rd and 10. Play isn't dead. The drive isn't dead. And then we just, fill in the coverage right here. The safety's going back.
As soon as you see the safety go back, how are you knowing that this isn't going to be cloud? Because when I see that safety start rotating there, so when I say cloud, I'm talking about I'm starting to think, I'm going to show you guys. We'll get a little telestrator. When we get cloud, that means we're going to get him in the half coverage. He's going to work here.
Yep.
Get off the hash, boom. And I'm thinking that we might either get some sort of quarters on this side, this corner also getting back here, quarters here, and that would be cloud coverage, and that would take away the throw that we're getting ready to see.
Right.
But you obviously know better than I do. How do you know we're not going to get cloud?
Well, I had a feeling that, of course, they were going to bring coverage, pressure again. It's nickel defense, 2-minute drive. They got 2 double A's. But I knew that they wasn't going to bring the double A's because then you're leaving so much space for your DBs. And they're playing off zone looking at me, so they're not man. So what I wanted to do is put the protection towards the field, get this nickel picked up. I knew guys were going to pop out. And once I've seen the boundary corner, or the boundary safety, the free safety, he came down, I already knew where I was going. I'm going to Coop.
Easy completion, pitch and catch.
Pitch and catch, first down.
It's funny to think that so many people think that you just throwing the football. But there's so much you got to think about every single play. Where am I going? Who's rotating where?
Yeah, it's a chess match every snap. So this is another opportunity right here for me. This time, basically same look, same coverage, but the backers are not up in the AA. They're just already sinking back. And then they want to play coverage. So we call this 66 strong, quarters to the field, cloud to the boundary. I want to peek at Coop to see his release, peek at the free safety. All right, cool. They clouded Coop. Excuse me.
We got a double team here. We got a bracket. Basically, these two working for these two here.
So I'm off that.
So as soon as that happens, boom, get your
eyes
eyes
to
out of
the
the way.
field. Yep, rhythm, time. If I throw a good ball with some good
trajectory.
Yeah, exactly.
This throw made me so fucking nervous. All right, so I'm watching this throw. I'm on the TV copy. We see it. I know that they're in some quarters on this side, right?
Yeah.
And he's like trying to play it, and Joker's going vertical. It's tough. Like, if you didn't throw this ball, when you still shot a play like this, it always like, oh, we should throw here. But this guy is definitely in front of DPJ, cornerback behind him. There's only one type of throw that wins, and that's just layered football. And I think that's probably your throw of the day right there.
I believe that, yeah.
Not many people around the world who can make that throw.
Especially to the field with a good nickel. Mike Hilton's probably the best nickel in the NFL, 21. So
he's damn sure one of them.
Yeah. So, with him reading that out, it was good. So we get back right here. They want to play a little bit, kind of match cover 3, and they did a good job of passing it off. So just take a completion. First down, 5 yards. We got enough time. We got timeouts. So my eyes go straight to Elijah. Pick your best matchup. And then he did a good job of finding the zone.
You say you went straight to Elijah, but I'm watching this film, and what I would say is I think you were trying to get greedy.
Right,
I know what you're seeing. So you're going to tell me, yeah, I want Elijah. But that right there, when you start leaning like that, that lets me know you were kind of reacting.
Well, I was reacting to what he was doing.
Okay, yeah, so you're trying to figure something out.
What the route is a whip route.
Okay.
So he's supposed to, run in, whip back out. But in zone coverage, he can sit in between them. He don't have to necessarily run the whip. So he kind of came in like it was man, and I think he realized it was zone.
So
I just wanted to make sure, conditions, hey, give him a catchable ball. We don't need nothing crazy.
I'm going to give them something so they can see. So what Deshaun's saying right here is Elijah Moore's got this route. He's going to work inside here. Boom. And now, if they get man, he's going to be working out just like that. Yep. But they get zone. He decides to settle right here. And you're kind of waiting to feel exactly what he does because either way he can still be right. You just got to get that.
I just got to make sure because if I'm throwing it like he's running out, interception, incomplete, all that. So I just want to confirm, yeah, I'm leaning, but,
completion, ball on the numbers.
Exactly.
And then we got the play of the game coming up. We're going to work to it. I think this is kind of what makes you special right here. All right, we got 3x1. And what are you doing with your hands right here?
So I'm changing the play, actually. So, Kevin, he calls in the play. I got a chance when I see a certain look.
Don't tell him to look.
Yeah, I'm not going to see. When I see a certain look. When the defense check, I check. It's a chess match. So you just got to make sure you play your cards. It's the right check from film, and it ended up being a touchdown.
At what point you knew this was 6?
I knew it was 6 before I even checked. Once I saw the look and checked, I knew it was 6.
Now, I was a little disappointed on this play.
Why is that?
I just felt like the celebration did not give us everything that we hoped and anticipated.
What you was hoping
from
for,
the first Cleveland Brown. I don't know, first touchdown of the year.
That celebration was tough.
It was decent. I seen better. I thought.
What you wanted, though?
I probably would have jumped in the stands.
Nah.
We're probably going stands first.
First off, I'm cramping up. So I ain't jumping nowhere.
No. So I enjoyed everything about that. Is there anything you think fans probably missed or didn't see when they were watching the game?
I think the biggest thing, not just for us, but both sides, just the conditions. It was a constant, watching on TV, you can't
it
really.
Looks chill.
It
like
looks
the
chill,
vibe looks
it looks clear skies, clear game, but it was really, really wet out on the field. The grass and everything was very slippery. And then I think the biggest thing, too, is just for us as a team as a whole, how we played together and we supported one another. And I think that was something that it was good for the Cleveland Browns fans to see that, and then from what I've heard previously, they haven't had that. So for all of us, all three phases, special teams, defense, and offense play as one, I mean, you get the results that we got.
And the results was an ass whipping.
Yes, Sirski.
Cleveland Browns absolutely dominated the Cincinnati Bengals. I hope that's something I get to continue to say throughout the rest of the year. You guys will probably play them 2 more times if I'm correct there. But that was another episode of QB Unplugged with one of the absolute best quarterbacks in the NFL, Deshaun Watson.
Appreciate it, QA.
Appreciate you, and we look forward to seeing you guys. Make sure you tap into the Lockerverse. Make sure you join the Dog Pound community. We can't wait to see you here, Lockerverse. That was quick. 20 minutes in and out. Like,
Smooth.
all right, so
Real smooth.
it was just like a flex. I'm going in the stands.
You understand?
First TD. Not